Hello everyone and welcome to the second day of the Beorix Brawl. Starting off Group B with a nice Babylon against Persia. So in the south corner here we have Warlock Ant. Looks like he's going for a fast barracks. In the north side Kaban playing Persia. Opted for a storehouse, but I think he's also going for a fast barracks, judging by how much wood he's gathering right now. If you guys in the chat could let me know if the sound is all good, that would be very helpful. Actually, I haven't seen Kaban play for a while, so I wonder if he's rusty or anything. Okay, he is going for the barracks, building it with 2 villagers. Meanwhile, the barracks for Warlock is almost up already. So there is a slight delay on the stream. So yesterday Striker streamed with a 2-minute delay. It used to be our policy, but I think we can do it a little bit shorter than that, so it helps a bit with interacting with the chat. So I can already see your feedback. Sound is good? Okay, perfect. Just quickly talk to PF2K as well. The good news is PF2K has new internet. The bad news is that it needs some fixing and may take a while for him to get there. So let's see, Warlock is sending some spearmen across the map. He's gathering lots of gold, so it looks like he's planning on building a lot of these spearmen. So Babylonian spearmen cost 35 gold, which is a lot for a spearman. So you really need, I think you can only build like 4 with the starting gold you have, so you need to get to gold early. Whereas the same does not apply for Kaban. His Sparabara only costs 10 gold, still has 19 in the bank. And he has his starting hunt was in the back, so it's lucky spawn for him. Let's see what other options he has for hunt. He did kill this one with his scout. But I think this would make the most sense to go to next. He also got some sheep, I saw. Right, Warlock moving in. Did he scout something already? He's well aware of where the hunt is. He decides to just go into the front, attack this wood line. Nice reaction time by Kaban. So 7 spearmen against 8 Sparabara. Oh, but this villager is caught. I think Warlock will get a villager. There he goes. Decides to move away after that, completely ignoring the Sparabara. He's going for another kill. So Kaban is only now getting 8th, which could have saved him a villager. Ooh. Looks like Warlock will get another one. So very successful spear rush by Warlock. Losing most of his spears, but killing 2 villagers. So 15 villagers for Kaban against the 19 for Warlock. Of course that includes Oxcart, so Warlock up by 2 villagers already. So great start for him. There may be a counter attack coming though. So we do have a lot of Sparabara here. Let's see if we can get them in one screen. 9 Sparabara. There is a small group of spearmen waiting here, but could be a scary counter push coming. Actually, Warlock has a lot of spearmen himself. I'm not sure if you noticed there that there was a counter push coming. There he goes. So let's see, he's going for stone now as well. Hasn't even started building Ziggurat for going to H2. Whereas Kaban is already up to H2. And he's already building his town center, so You should be able to catch up in the villager game there. Let's see, you should be edging up now. Did Warlock just forgot to edge up, or? There he goes, commits 2 villagers to the ziggurat. But Kaban's H2 is up and running, he's building an archery range. Sub-Euphoria. So Kaban will have to transition to some other food source in a bit. His sheep are running out. Could go to the berries, or maybe take another hunt. Warlock is searching for that hunt, but there's nothing really outside the base for Kaban to attack. Meanwhile, Warlock H2 is building a town center on this berry patch. I like this position. It kind of covers a choke. Just distracting Kaban a bit with this spearman. Interestingly, Kaban going for double archery range. So no Asabara yet. Not sure how I feel about this choice of military buildings against Babylon. I think many people seem to agree that Asabara is a good unit against the Babylonian civilization. Let's see what Warlock is doing. He's very greedy play here, going for 3 gardens, which of course reduce training and research time. So his villagers and his units and his techs will all be trained a lot faster, but he won't have many units to defend. So let's see how much time Kaban gives him. Villager count 30 for Warlock against the 26 for Kaban, so quite equal now. And this is a scary push for Warlock. Don't think he's making the right decision to fight this. He does have the shield bearers to tank the damage, but Kaban is doing a nice job microing his bowman on the spearman instead. And all the spearmen have died, and there is no army left for Warlock. Does have the stable now in the archery range. Now Kaban is going on the town center fire. There are some lancers out now, but the spearmen are hitting. There's 1 spearman left hitting the lancers. But ultimately I think Warlock will be able to hold on there. He's currently being denied some gold, but actually he has 16 villagers on gold, so... Looks like the pressure over here is not leading to any problems for Warlock's economy. So successful hold, but still Kaban up to 20 population. So a massive army is still back at home, and there's the stable, so Asabara on the field as well. Warlock has a small gathering party on the right side of the map. But don't forget these 4 gardens. They, in addition to reducing training time and research time, they also provide 1 food, I think every 2 seconds. Until you get the upgrades. Kaban is doing a really nice job making sure his production keeps producing. Especially for these bowmen, they train so fast. 9 seconds, it's always really difficult to make sure your archery ranges don't go idle. like they are now. So Warlock making a lot of shield bearers. I'm actually a bit surprised also by his civilization choice. I haven't seen him play much Babylon. He's pushing out now, but this force by Kaban is a lot larger and... Ooh. This is not good for Warlock. He's coming in with the Lancer flank, but... Ideally you would always have your army on attack move when you do that. Of course that's one extra action, one extra button to push. But that was a big hit to the army of Warlock, and he's now down 30 population. It's 30 bowmen in the army of Kaban. Not sure if Warlock will be able to defend here. He's getting pharmacology, so his units will heal. But can he defend this town center? He's also behind in villagers now, after losing some. I think he lost some on the gold mine in that first push already. Right, so he is doing a good job in killing the front line of Kaban very quickly. But Kaban is only growing ahead in the population. So Cas in the chat asked, when is Carnage against Wout? So we will play somewhere this week. We still have to decide. So for today it was a bit too tight of a schedule for me to play the games. So we will need to find someone to cast our game, and probably somewhere around the current time, but then during the weekdays. This is still looking very scary for Warlock. Let's see, is there an armory going up yet? There is. So Kaban going to upgrade his army. Warlock is actually going to H3. So Warlock feeling safe enough that he can spend these resources to go to H3. But actually the town center is about to fall. There's a few units still hitting it. And the entire army for Warlock evaporates. This bowman wall is staying uncontested. And now Warlock is down at town center. He's building some more barracks. Kaban is just pushing in. Villagers still quite equal. There are some villagers dying on the gold mine here. And it seems like there's just not enough army for Warlock. We are getting to the point though where these archers are all hitting the buildings. So if you're in this situation, you have to be very careful that your archers are still actually hitting units. It looks like it's game over for Warlock already, so there's another army coming in from north. Warlock trying to hold on, but I believe this is GG. So Kaban nicely splitting his units, denying all these wood gatherers on the south side. He's actually setting up some markets, still focusing on his economy. He's not holding back. And he's actually knocked down Warlock to the losers bracket, so Warlock is not out. If you type exclamation mark brackets in the chat, then you will see the brackets. There is a losers bracket, so we will see Warlock play later this stream. Right, let me quickly update our schedule. So this means that Kaban will face off against Zerten, the match after the next one. Right. So let's check out some stats. First of all, the current villager population is always important. So Warlock ahead in villagers for a while. He had the greedy opening. He did some very nice pressure at the start. But ultimately I think he played a bit too greedy. It started with the second town center, which was a bit far out. I think if his second town center was next to the first one, he would have been able to defend a bit better, maybe. But also some of the engagements were a bit unfortunate for him. If you look at the current military population, Kaban's army size just growing. Whereas Warlock never really got a nice army, never really got above the 40 population. And Kaban outgathering Warlock by quite a bit. Look at this, killing so many more units. So GG. Right, I think everything on this screen is updated now. Probably gonna miss some thing during this stream. So we'll be right back with the next